Welcome to The Remedy with Dr. Rani Whitfield, where medicine, music, literacy, and other hot topics meet. Today is Super Bowl Sunday. And while everybody is hyped about the game, let's keep it 100. The real MVP of the day is the food. This is Super Bowl LIX, or for those who struggle with Roman numerals, that's Super Bowl 59. Now, if you've ever wondered why the NFL does this instead of just writing 59 like normal people, it's because they adopted Roman numerals in 1971 to add a little drama and prestige to the event. Makes it feel like a gladiator battle instead of just another game. Today we're breaking down Super Bowl bites, healthy versus hood classics, because whether you're counting calories or counting your plate, we all love good eats on game day. Plus, we're going to talk about Super Bowl halftime history, Lil Wayne's halftime snub, and what I'm vibing to. So let's grab a plate, kick back, and let's get into Super Bowl bites, healthy versus hood classics. All right, let's talk about it. What really brings us together today is the food. So whether you're the person trying to keep it light and healthy, or you're the one going all in, today's menu is about big flavors, big portions, mostly bad decisions. So let's break it down. Number one on the menu, chicken wings, air fried or drenched in sauce. Chicken wings, in my opinion, are the undisputed champion of the Super Bowl foods. But the real question is, how do you like them? On the healthier side, we got air fried wings. Same crispy taste, way less grease, and if you're really committed, you're going naked with no sauce. Just dry rub, preferably lemon and prayers. But let's be honest, most folks are here for the hood classic, double fried, drenched in lemon pepper, honey gold, or something so hot you regret it the next morning. If your napkin count doesn't hit double digits, were you really even eating wings? Next up, dips and chips. Every Super Bowl party has two types of dip. The let me watch my carbs dip and the I don't care, I'm going all in dip. The healthy pick, fresh guacamole, homemade salsa, hummus with baked tortilla chips. You feel good. You feel light. You might even still have room for dessert. But then there's the real MVP, Rotel dip, a melted brick of Velveeta, a pound of ground beef or sausage, or both, and Rotel tomatoes for that pop. If your chips snap under the weight, that's a quality dip. Next on the menu, bacon wrapped anything, everything. Healthy versus straight to the soul. Now let's talk about bacon. Some believe the healthy pick would be turkey bacon wrapped asparagus. A little protein, a little crunch, a little, I still respect myself tomorrow snack. But the hood classic, bacon wrapped shrimp, jalapenos, hot dogs, or sometimes just bacon by itself on a stick. No sides, no logic, just vibes. And if your fingers ain't greasy after one bite, it's not authentic. One of my classics, burgers and sliders. Some folks are going for turkey sliders wrapped in lettuce. You know, I just want to keep it light crowd. But then there's the half-pound beef burger squad. That's me. And listen, if you're eating one of those, just go ahead and block off the third quarter for a food coma nap. Libations. Whether it's weddings, championships, birthdays, or in today's case, Super Bowl Sunday, raising a glass is how people toast to the moment. There's nothing wrong with that, but if we're going to be honest, some folks take celebration to a level where they don't remember the score, the commercials, or even how they got home. I'm not here to be the fun police and ruin a good time. If you're enjoying a drink today, do your thing. But let's be smart about it, because nobody wants to be the one with the wild story, or worse, the one who doesn't make it home safely. Let's run down some real talk about alcohol intake, safety, and moderation. Alcohol affects reaction time and judgment. Alcohol slows down your reaction time and impairs your judgment, which is why so many accidents happen after big events like the Super Bowl. If you know you've been drinking, go ahead and hand over your keys, set up an Uber, or crash on your homeboy's couch. No shame in waking up surrounded by empty wing baskets if it means you made it home safely. Hydration matters. Alcohol is in itself a diuretic, which is a fancy way of saying it dries you out, making you urinate frequently. Ever wake up feeling like a cactus is growing in your throat? That's dehydration, and it's a part of what makes a hangover miserable. For every alcoholic drink, mix in at least one glass of water. Your future self will thank you on Monday morning. Plus, it keeps you from looking like you ran a marathon when you're really just sitting on the couch watching the game. Know your limits. We all have that one friend or family member who does too much. The one who starts out laughing during the first quarter, and by the fourth quarter, he's crying about his ex. Don't be that guy. Know when to tap out. If you feel your speech slurring, your balance slipping, or your text getting a little too honest, it's time to switch to water and chill. 3 beers in, you're sending emotional texts and ordering stuff you don't need on Amazon. Pace yourself, fellas. Pace yourself. Be mindful of mixed drinks. Let's talk about the mystery cocktails, because some of you guys are drinking jungle juice or some homemade mix that came out of a Gatorade cooler, and you don't even know what's in it. Be careful with that, because mixed drinks can hit way harder than you expect. If it's fruity and sweet, that just means you can't taste the liquor, not that it's weak. So sip slow, know who made it, and if you take a sip and it burns your chest, you probably should just put it down. Eat before you drink. Drinking on an empty stomach is a bad idea unless you want to clock out early. Food slows down alcohol absorption, so get some wings, dip, or sliders in your system before you start throwing shots back. Otherwise, the Super Bowl might end and you'll wake up wondering who won. Look, at the end of the day, it's all about enjoying the moment, but making good decisions. Drink responsibly, stay hydrated, and if you don't remember anything else I said, just remember, if you wouldn't trust yourself to text your ex, you shouldn't trust yourself to drive. So look, guys, I'm a big fan of history, and while doing my research for this episode, I learned a few things. The first ever Super Bowl halftime show was in 1967, featuring the University of Arizona Pride, the Arizona Marching Band, and the HBCU Grambling State University Tigers. But this wasn't just your average band show. We're talking about Al Hurt, a jazz trumpeter from New Orleans, 2 men flying over the field in jetpacks, hundreds of pigeons, an Anaheim area high school drill team, flag girls. Basically, it was a mix of sports, music, and pure chaos. This year, the Super Bowl halftime performance is just as important as the game. And over the years, we've seen some legendary moments. Moments that have had the entire world talking long after the game ended. So let's run down some of my GOATs of the Super Bowl halftime history. First up, probably my favorite artist of all time, Prince. In 2007, he arguably had the greatest halftime performance of all. The moment was already iconic, but then the rain started falling just as he performed Purple Rain. You can't script something that perfect. The way he controlled the stage, shredding his guitar in the middle of a literal storm, proved that he was on another level. Then there was the Queen Beyonce, who didn't just shut it down once, but twice. First in 2013, then again in 2016, with a surprise guest appearance during Coldplay's set. The 2013 performance, she had so much power on the stage, the stadium literally lost electricity for a full 30 minutes right after she finished. In 2016, when she dropped formation in the black and gold military style outfit, controversial for some, I loved it. She reminded everybody that the Super Bowl stage belongs to the Queen Bee. And of course, we can't talk about Super Bowl halftime shows without talking about Michael Jackson in 1993. Before MJ, halftime shows were mostly marching bands and themed performances. But when he hit the stage, standing completely still for a full 90 seconds while the entire stadium lost their minds, that changed everything. The moonwalk, the gold military jacket, MJ didn't just perform, he made history. In 2023, Rihanna shut it down, gave us a performance that nobody saw coming. She stepped onto the floating platform and hit it with a "Be Better, Have My Money," and in the middle of the set, hit the world with a pregnancy reveal. You kids know better than this, guys. No backup dancers needed for that announcement. She had the entire world talking, and in true Rihanna fashion, she made history without breaking a sweat. And let's not forget Usher in 2024. The man took over Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas and turned it into a full-blown R&B concert, roller skating, all of that with classics like "Yeah, You Got It Bad" and "Superstar." Usher showed the world why he's one of the greatest performers of our generation. And let's be real, when he hit that "Watch This" moment, everybody in the crowd lost it. Now this year we got Kendrick Lamar holding it down, which means this halftime show is about to be something very special. If you know Kendrick, you know it's about to be art, visuals, and bars so deep you're going to have to run them back after the game. But let's be real. How did Lil Wayne not get this year's show? Wayne is from New Orleans, his catalog is legendary, and you can imagine the entire stadium losing their minds if he opened with "Go DJ, it's my DJ." But hey, in honor of that, what I'm currently vibing to is the Carter 1 by Lil Wayne and "To Pimp a Butterfly" by Kendrick Lamar. The Carter 1 by Lil Wayne, released in 2004, marked a turning point in his career, showcasing a more refined flow, clever wordplay, and a confident assertion of his dominance in hip-hop. With hits like Go DJ, This Is the Carter featuring Manny Fresh, Wayne's raspy delivery and signature punchline set the stage for his reign as one of rap's greatest. The album blended gritty New Orleans street narratives with larger-than-life charisma, solidifying Wayne's evolution. From a young Cash Money artist to a formidable lyricist in the game. To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar, released in 2015, is a genre-defining masterpiece that blends jazz, funk, and spoken word with a powerful social commentary on race, identity, and systemic oppression. Tracks like All Right, King Kunta, and The Blacker the Berry reflect themes of resilience, cultural pride, and inner conflict, making the album both a deeply personal and politically charged statement. With layered storytelling and intricate production, To Pimp a Butterfly is widely regarded as one of the most important hip-hop albums of its time, pushing the boundaries of rap as both an art form and a platform for activism. What am I reading currently? Right now, I'm finishing up Cry Like a Man by Jason Wilson. This book is a powerful read about breaking toxic masculinity, embracing emotions, and redefining strength as a man. If you haven't checked it out yet, I highly recommend it. It's inspired me to complete my own book, coming soon. Well, that's it for today's episode of The Remedy with Dr. Rani Whitfield. Enjoy the Super Bowl, eat good food. If you drink, do so responsibly, and most importantly, stay safe. Don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe, and check out my YouTube channel, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts for more. Remember, we're born looking like our parents, but we die looking like our decisions. Make good decisions. It's the Hip Hop Doc. They call me H2D. Come on, y'all. Let's get hip hop healthy. Peace and blessings. I'm out.
The content on The Remedy with Dr. Rani Whitfield is for informational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider for personalized medical guidance. Dr. Rani Whitfield is a licensed family physician, but the information provided on this podcast should not replace professional medical consultation.